Hey everybody, good morning. Today this video is mainly to show you all exactly what I do for my Sunday special for my dogs. So as you can see, this is raw meaty bone. So this is a bone-in meal. I've taken pieces of rib with with meat attached to it, and also chunks of meat with a little bit of meat attached. Most of it are parts of the rib that is attached to the spine, and meat attached with it. So as you can see, this is the part of the spine. What my dogs are going to end up doing, this is more for the mind work and tooth work. So as the dogs try to rip this meat off from the bone, you're going to suddenly realize that they're going to be cleaning their teeth, because there are tendons here that they're going to use their front teeth to take off. By the end of this, you're going to have one polished, clean rib bone sitting around with the meat eaten up by the dogs completely. This is for my larger dog, the Golden Retriever. As you can see, bone and meat, and likewise one bone for him to work on. However, Golden Retrievers generally tend to chomp through the bone and just leave shards of it around. My dog is going to probably do that. I am also going to put in a very liberal drizzle of coconut oil, and that is going to help them with their immunity. God, I have to do this with one hand. As you can see, a drizzle, because there's more of bone today. And because there's more bone, I'll probably be doing a little more oil, because they can handle it to keep the balance. One sec. That's 1, 2, 3. And that's the fourth. Yeah, there goes. Meal ready. As you can see, I now am going to take one bowl at a time. Caesar's waiting very, very patiently for his meal. I'm going to say, Caesar, come here, sit. And he's going to sit at it. I have all my other dogs hovering around waiting to eat, but nobody goes for their meal. Holly, come. Princess. The next is for Spike, who enjoys his exercise big time. So I'm going to give him more of the work. Spike is 6 years old, and I feel he needs more tooth work. So this is for Spike. Come, Spike. Come. As you can see, these are the mats. They have a rubber base, and on top there is a matte carpet kind of a finish. I leave them to it because it's easy for me to wash these off every once in a while. So there goes Spike. Holly, come. Come. Okay. We then go in for Holly and Princess. Pretty much the same thing, but each of them have their own spots where they like spending time. Come, Holly. This is Holly. Princess. She's a little fussier. She doesn't know what to do, and she prefers to get it ready-made. But Sunday is when, I don't know, I always notice that they like working on their meat. As you can see, she's picked up the bone immediately. She's going to try hard to figure out how she's going to do her work. Spike has already begun. He's big time working his meat. See, he's forced to use his middle and side teeth to get that meat separated from the bone. Yeah, as you can see, he's doing that. See that? He's cutting the meat off from the bone. And in order to do that, he has to use his front teeth. And that's the cleaning. Sometimes he will also use the side. There you see. Watch the usage of the teeth. Front and middle. Middle and back now. Okay. If he can't tackle it, he'll figure out what he has to do to tear it. Okay. That's Princess going at it much slower. Go on, baby. Finish your food. She thinks she's my fussy eater. She takes her time, but she's very thorough about her job. As you can see, she's again using her front middle teeth to figure out how she has to separate the meat from the bone. Yeah? Okay. Let's go to Holly. She's a pro at her job. She knows exactly what she has to do. Eat her bone. Yeah? Look at her use her front and middle. Yeah, there she goes. She thinks, she figures out what she has to do to separate the bone out. She's using her middle and front to separate the meat from the bone. Yeah. Watch. That sound that you hear is of her going through sinew, tendon. That white thing that you see is basically tendon, something that joins the muscle to the bone. And that's the dental floss for them. That's what she's working at. You see that? She has to use her front and middle teeth. And that's the reason I use this particular type of bone. Yeah, see that? Okay, let's go to Caesar. I have a feeling he's finished his job already.